Week 3 of the BCFC is in the books as we now look forward to Week 4 this Saturday. Hi, I'm Adam Cordick, host of Touchdown BC and your weekly host for BCFC game previews. This week we have the 0-3 Valley Huskers visiting the 2-1 Langley Rams. We talked with the Huskers head coach Jason Quinter and got his thoughts on his team's performance this past weekend and what he expects this weekend in a rematch against the Rams. Coach, this past weekend, your team got off to a good start, leading at halftime against the Raiders, and at one point you were up 17, but unfortunately losing 55-24. What are your thoughts on your team's performance?
Well, I think this is one of those games that every young team has to go through. You know, we're getting better every week, and we've shown that, but you have to go through that period where you're trying to figure out how to persevere in bad situations or be able to withstand the onslaught when the team starts to come back. Or if you have a couple of bad breaks go against you, you have to be able to overcome those things. And it's kind of the crucible that every team has to go through when they get so many young players.
Now to your offense and second-year QB Noah Faulkner. You have got to think that this was his best game as a Valley Husker. Good completion percentage, 367 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, Noah was, I've been watching Noah for 4 years now, and that was clear and away the best game I've seen him play. The interception that was returned for a touchdown was not his fault. So, I mean, he was almost error-free for that game, and he continues to progress every week, and he's a really great kid who never stops trying to get better and is always asking to learn more, and he's become a real leader on the team, and he's never lost his focus in one of these games. He just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and no matter how good or bad things go. And yesterday was an example of what we're going to see in the future with him and what he's capable of.
Now to this weekend, you visit the Langley Rams on Saturday, a team just 2 weeks ago you lost to. Now that you have matched up against them once, what are some of the adjustments your team will look to make?
Well, I think we'll start with trying to score more. I think that would be a good start. Beyond that, you know what, it's just execution. They're a very good program. They've got a lot of veterans back, so you're going up against a group of kids that are used to playing junior football, and that is a learning curve that we have to go through, that our players have to go through, because they don't have that same level of experience. So with us, it's just coming out strong like we did against VI and trying to set the tone quickly, and then maintaining that, and then continuing to build as a team like I've talked about. This is very much a learning process that these kids need to go through. So we just need to do what we do best, and hopefully the results will show.
That is Jason Quinter, head coach of the Valley Huskers. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, thank you.
We also caught up with head coach of the Langley Rams, Khari Joseph, and talked to him about his team's big win over the Broncos and his thoughts on the Rams' upcoming game against the Valley Huskers. Coach, this past weekend, your team defeated the Kamloops Broncos 51-7 in another huge win for your team. What are your thoughts on your team's performance?
I was happy with their effort. We still had too many penalties for my liking in the first half, but we went into the second half, third quarter, with a renewed focus, and they executed, and were able to get other guys on the field. So I was happy with their effort.
With 3 weeks gone in the season, who are some of the players that have really impressed you so far?
Sayak and Sammy had a really good game. He had 2 touchdowns, a couple big plays. He's a very electrifying player. I felt like our D-line had a good showing with Shaheem and Charles Brown and Nick Westad and Adam Marchetti. Those guys really controlled the line of scrimmage, which allowed us to hold Kamloops to under 200 yards total offense.
Now looking to this Saturday, your team hosts the Valley Huskers, who you beat just 2 weeks ago, 39-0. What can you expect in that game against the Huskers?
We just want to come out and execute. Like I said, I wasn't pleased with our penalties. We were a little undisciplined in the first half, so for me, that's my focus, is getting us to be more disciplined and not take the cheap penalties and put ourselves in tough positions. So that's what I'm hoping for, and just overall effort and getting guys the opportunity to play in the game.
That is Khari Joseph, head coach of the Langley Rams. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you. Have a good night, Adam.
Well, there you have it. If you are in the Langley area, that game is this Saturday, kickoff at 7 p.m. at McLeod Athletic Park. For more coverage on the BCFC, follow each team's Twitter account and also BCFC's Twitter account at BCFC_media. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week and enjoy the games.